Hey, what's up? So I am just on a ride in this beautiful location, and I don't have internet connection. Otherwise, I would live stream this. But I'm listening to a book called Make It Stick. It's a great book. I've listened to it before. I have a blog post about it as well. It's titled How I Teach. But there's something in here that I wanted to tell you all about, and that is I was just listening to this section where they're talking about different learning styles. And it's very common for people to say, oh, I'm an auditory learner, or I'm a physical, like touch learner, or whatever. Like, there are different types of learning, right? You've probably heard this before. It's a pretty common idea. And it's a total misconception. There is no research that supports this idea that people have different learning styles in which they are taught or they learn better in a different style. However, there is research that does support that the mode of instruction matches the nature of the subject being taught. That is a direct quote from the book. And so this is what I have tried really hard to encode into how I teach the stuff that I'm doing, that I teach. And so the workshop app that I've worked on for EpicWeb Dev is a direct result of research like this that I learned about years ago when I started teaching. And that is that I really like to avoid in-browser editors and like exercises that like run in an environment that you're not accustomed to running in. And instead, I focus very heavily on you working in the same environment that you work in. And that is very intentional because like the instructions, they're inside the editor. You just spend so much time in the editor because that's where you're going to be working, in the editor. And so that was just something that I was thinking about as I was writing in this beautiful location. And as I was listening to this book, the workshop app is much more than just a bunch of really interesting ideas and fun ways to do things, and like, more complicated because now I have to run this thing locally on my machine. Why can't it just be in the browser? No, it's very intentional the way that I do this. And the intent is that the things that you learn will stick. And I am confident that we accomplish that with not only this, but also many other things that we do in the workshop app, like require you to do the exercise before you hear the instruction, like give you the problem first so you can generate the answer yourself, and provide you these desirable difficulties. This also comes from the book, where it is intentionally challenging for you to solve these problems. And if you get the wrong answer, it's actually a good thing because it will solidify in your mind the correct answer. You'll remember the right answer better if you get the wrong answer first. And so as you're working through EpicWeb Dev or anything else that I create for your learning, I hope that you appreciate that even though it may be a little bit difficult, that those difficulties are intentional and they are intended to make you work so that your brain can really remember and recall this stuff. Because if you can't remember this stuff, then what was the point of the whole exercise? And so there you go. I hope that is interesting to you, and I hope you enjoy using the workshop app. Peace.